Welcome to another episode of The Latest with Maya. Today, I am so happy to have a conversation with musician Alex Coles. Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Um, yeah, so I love all of your music. Do you have a specific songwriting process or any rituals you do before writing a song?
Thank you, first of all. Yeah, I have a couple things I like to do. A lot of my songs are written with like my friends. I do a lot of writing down in Nashville. So I'll show up to a session with like an idea or a couple ideas, and we'll kind of just like throw some ideas around the room, whether that be like you have a song title that you think is cool that you could all write a song about, or you have like a concept of something that may have happened to you or may have happened to a friend that you might want to write a song about, or it could just be like a melody that you're singing, no lyrics or no anything, just random melody that you throw out. And a lot of the time it'll come from like a concept or a title.
Oh wow, I love that. Yeah. So is there a song that you are currently obsessed with?
Just any song?
Yeah.
Um, any song. I think the song I'm obsessed with right now is probably, this is funny, Revolving Door by Tate McRae.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
It's so catchy, but I keep
Yeah.
coming back. So good.
Yeah, I love her.
Yo, yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I always have your songs on repeat. Um and
Wow.
um and then I all Asher Angel's newest song, Thinking About Me, is on repeat a lot.
Nice, nice. I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it's really good. Um, so is there an artist or a song that you consider to be the gold standard when it comes to songwriting and storytelling?
Um, I look up to John Mayer when it comes to like lyrically and melodically like crafting a song. I think he does a really good job of writing with like he stays away from like a lot of like cliches in songwriting, and he also makes them like mainstream pop and still like fun and like digestible. So I feel like if you can find like that healthy balance between like both of those, I feel like that's a good standard to like set. But yeah, I would say John Mayer for sure.
Love that. Yeah, his music is really good.
Oh, I love John Mayer.
Yeah. Me too. I There's so many songs of his that I love. Recently I've been re-listening to his song Last Train Home.
Oh yeah, great
So,
song.
yeah, that one has been on repeat lately.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so is there a song of yours you have been surprised has resonated with so many people?
Yeah. To be honest, I was surprised that my song "I Hate Your Friends" actually resonated with as many people as it did, because we wrote that song that day, and for some reason, I wasn't feeling it at first. Like we wrote it, and I was like, okay, like it was cool, but I didn't really like think anything really of it. And then we took a break, like we went and had lunch, and then came back and like added like a bunch more stuff too. We added a bunch of like gang vocals and like extra harmonies, and just really got it like the song dialed in, and I was like, okay, like it's starting to get somewhere. But for some reason, like when we were doing that, I wasn't really thinking of like if the concept would resonate with people. I was concerned of like, is this beat gonna like make people want to dance and jump and like drive with the windows down and stuff like that? And I at first I didn't feel that, and then when I revisited it, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then it actually ended up just being my biggest streaming song, surprisingly. But I had no idea that people would have liked it that much, honestly.
Wow. Yeah, well, it's a really good song.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I like your tattoos, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you. I
Yeah.
got a couple. I got one back here too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, I like them.
Thank you. They hurt.
Yeah. Um, so, who has had the biggest impact on the person you have become?
The biggest impact on the person I've become. That's a great question. Um, I think I would say like my parents for sure. Like they're always giving me, I think, sound advice, and I like to keep like they're all like very involved. Like we're all very involved like with each other, and we have like a close relationship and stuff like that. Um, so I think that like my parents are definitely responsible for some of like um the things that or like the person I've become. Um, so I mean, I love them.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. So if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
A warning label? Is this like a okay? A warning label. Um, what would my warning label say? Um, probably talks too much.
I like that one.
I definitely need to learn to stop talking sometimes, but that would be my warning label for sure. Talks way too much.
I like that one. Yeah. Yeah. So what has been the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Biggest obstacle I've overcome. Um, I think, let me think. The biggest obstacle I've overcome. Hmm. There's a couple, but I think the one of the biggest obstacles I overcame in terms of music, I think, was so I'm from Canada, like I'm from Toronto, right? So I live in Canada, and all of my collaborators that I work with are in the US, mainly in Nashville. And for the longest time, I was like searching around for people in my area. Like I live just outside of Toronto, but I was looking around my area for people that were like doing the exact same thing as me, people that were like passionate about wanting to write songs and like making content and stuff. And for the longest time, I couldn't find anybody, and I was fortunate enough to find a crew of people in Nashville that were super talented that I started networking with. And then I was like, how am I going to get to Nashville? And I had like $0, like nothing. I had no idea. And my friend and I just like packed up the car. We're like, we're gonna go for a week, and we'll figure it out when we get there. And we just drove down, and I started working with people that I still work with, like even today. And this was like 2 years ago now. So I think like one of the biggest obstacles for me was definitely like trying to figure out where I fit in terms of working with people in music. And I found my crew there, and it's been like amazing ever since then.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So I am pop culture obsessed and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you're currently obsessed with?
A show that I'm currently obsessed with. Currently I'm not watching anything right now, but my favorite show I think of all time, I have two. One, my favorite show of all time is Friends for sure.
Yeah.
Like I could rewatch all of them all the time. And my second favorite show is Family Guy, just for like plain and simple. The humor in it is just ridiculous, and I love it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, Friends is one of my all-time favorite shows and yeah, one of my comfort shows.
Now, are you watching anything right now?
Yeah, I just finished watching a new show on Amazon called Motorheads.
Oh, cool.
which is really good. And now I'm watching a mini series on Netflix called Sirens. That's also
Cool. Cool.
really good. So,
Which one did you like more?
oh, that's hard because they're both so different.
Mm,
Um, so I don't know. I'm only a couple episodes into Sirens right now, and so I can't like really say what the show's about. I don't fully understand what's going on yet.
that's
So,
okay.
um, but yeah, I think both are so good. I couldn't choose between them.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. Um, where do you find your creative inspiration?
My creative inspiration, I think a lot of my inspiration comes from things I've experienced, just like going through, you know, relationship stuff, friend group drama. Um, Sometimes it's not always something that you've experienced. Sometimes it's something you've seen your friend experience or like someone in your family experience. So that definitely inspires some of the music stuff I do lyrically, and like concept wise. I also think just growing up part of like a musical family, like my dad's plays all the instruments, sister plays instruments. My mom was always like showing us like music that they loved growing up. So I think just by nature, I fell into um, just liking a lot of the same music that people in my family liked, which we were always listening to it, which I just kind of fell into like playing an instrument. Um, and I think all of that just works its way into what I'm doing now. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of my inspiration comes from the music I grew up listening to. And yeah, basically that's kind of it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what genre of movie would your life story be told as?
Uh, um, that like probably a comedy. I think maybe it'd be a comedy. Maybe something like I would want Will Ferrell to be, be in my life story. Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always wanted my life story to be told as both a musical and a rom-com.
Oh, musical's good too. I like that for sure. Musical.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I love yeah, I'm obsessed with um yeah, music, musicals, all of it. So
Love it.
yeah. Um, so how do you keep yourself motivated to create even on days when you aren't fully feeling it?
I think showing up is just the biggest thing. Even on, like you said, even on days when you don't want to do it, I feel like at least trying is like you're already halfway there. And I think like the days that you don't want to do it and the days that you drag yourself to do it are the days that count most because you never know when you're gonna write, a song that you love or like a lot of people like, or um, a day that you might not feel like writing a song, you might go into the studio and you sing the best you've ever sang before. Like there's all these things that are you don't really know until you try. So I think just showing up for yourself, and again, also showing up for people you collaborate with. I think if people are showing up and taking the time out of their day to work with you, and I think it's important that you bring 110% like every time, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you wish people better understood about you?
What people better understood about me. Um, I think people okay, so I think people that I don't know very well, like if I'm meeting them for the first time, like I can come off like really like like maybe reserved if I don't like really know you, or anything like that. But I wish I could be a little bit more like open to everybody, in terms of like meeting new people and stuff like that. But I wish people knew that I wasn't like that when they meet me, but I guess that's my fault. I don't know. I don't know.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
I think I'm a little bit the same way. I'm kind of
yeah,
standoffish when like meeting, uh, usually like meeting someone, and then once I get to know them, like I am more
yeah.
myself.
Me too. I think like once you get to like, if you can find something in common with that person or something like that, like it's like you, I just feel a little bit more comfortable, like opening up and like expressing myself, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel the same way. So I totally understand that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Um, so what is your go-to comfort show or movie when you just want to tune out the world and escape?
I think my favorite, like my comfort movie is Step Brothers with Will Ferrell and John C. Riley. Uh, yeah, Will Ferrell's like my favorite of all time. And yeah, I'll put that movie on every day if I could. If I could, I'd watch it every day.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Mm.
I have a whole list that I just rotate between constantly.
Nice. What movies are on your list or shows?
I mean, there's so many. Right now, the one that I'm going, well, I have two right now that I go back to. I've been rewatching every day, and that's White Collar and The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Oh, cool. Are they on Netflix?
Yeah, White Collar is on Netflix. The New Adventures of Old Christine, it's available to buy on like Amazon, but I found it on this streaming platform called Pluto
Oh,
TV
okay.
where it's free. So I've been rewatching it recently.
Nice, nice. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so funny. I every episode it never fails to make me laugh. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah. Um, so if you had the opportunity to put a message on a billboard for everyone to see, what would that message be?
Um, let me think here. A message on a billboard for everyone to see. Um, like I would say just this might be cliche. I'm sorry for anyone watching, but don't give up. Just don't. Just don't. Whatever you're doing, do not give up on it. I've seen so many people that are, passionate about something, that are doing something, and they get right to the point where it could be like next level, or and they just stop. Whether it be people who want to be like songwriters or people who are like consistently posting content. I'm guilty for this all the time. Like if I'm posting content and like not seeing, like results or anything like that, you get discouraged. But I would say to people like just keep going and you'll break through that threshold and get where you want to be.
Oh, I love that.
It's pretty basic, but I mean it's true. It's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it is. I like that. I think it's a good message.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, so I love inspiring and motivational quotes. And this week, my favorite quotation is you weren't made to fit in, you were made to stand out. Walk boldly in your confidence and never be afraid to take up space. Is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
I love that. I think one of the quotes that it's inspired me for a long time. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So meaning like you don't want to leave any of the stones like unturned here. Like you got to make sure if you want something or you have goals and dreams, like try it. You got to do everything. Um, so yeah, I would say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah. I love that one.
It's a good
Yeah.
one. It's
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, that was my final question for you.
Nice.
I have had so much fun talking with you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you. So I so appreciate your taking the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.